What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the tasting table, and today we're talking 1942. So what you'll see here is the 1942 lineup, starting with the Primavera, which is a limited edition Reposado, followed by the extremely hyped and very popular Anejo, and finally what I like to call a heavy hitter, which is the Ultima Reserva Extra Añejo. So let's start with the Primavera. The Primavera #1 is a limited edition tequila, which means it can be discontinued today, it can be discontinued next year, no one knows. So by being a limited edition, it adds some sort of value to this particular bottle. #2 about the Primavera. Typically, we know that to become a reposado, it has to be aged for 2 months in wooden barrels. This particular reposado was aged in what they call orange wine casks that were infused with orange peel. And that being said, you'll notice two things about this tequila. #1, the color. You'll see that this color is darker than typical reposados, and even darker than its brother and its older brother, which have been aged in barrels way longer than this reposado. I mean, the Añejo is aged for almost 2.5 years, 30 months, and it's still lighter than this reposado. So in my opinion, I think the deep amber that you can't even call this gold. This is amber. You're getting that color because of the orange wine casks. #2 about this, which to me was honestly surprising. I mean, when I read about this tequila before I tried it, I thought it was a gimmick. I thought it was, a nice marketing ploy, orange, something different. But believe it or not, in reality, on the nose, you'll have hints of citrus, which blew me away. And even on the taste, you'll have some minor spice. You'll have maybe a hint of caramel, and then you'll have, like, towards the end of your sip, you'll start feeling hints of citrus, which I couldn't believe. I had to take a couple shots to actually understand the flavors that I'm feeling. So that being said, I think it's an interesting tequila. Do I love it? No, but I like it and I enjoyed it. Would I buy it again? If I can't get the Añejo, then I'll get the Primavera, because price point, they're very similar. But again, it's a limited edition. It might not be around for too long. I think it's a great addition to your bar if you have a collection of tequila. If you've never tried it before, I think it's worth trying once. Maybe not buying it consistently, but it's nice to have in your bar, in your collection. Price point on the Primavera, roughly $150. I've seen it as low as $135 at a Costco, and I've seen it as high as $200 at regular liquor stores. So that's my opinion on the Primavera. Moving along, 1942 Añejo. I've been drinking this tequila for many years, back when this was under $80 a bottle. Today, you're lucky if you can get it for $165. My opinion, I really love this Añejo. I've always had it in my top 10 tequilas. It's always been in my bar. It's something that I'll always have in my bar. Even now, like, you'll see that it's maybe a third of a bottle left, maybe a quarter of a bottle, and I already have another bottle waiting to take its place in the bar once this one is finished. Now, this Añejo, what we know to become an Añejo, it's got to be aged for 12 months. This particular Añejo is aged for 30 months. 2.5-year aging process to make this Añejo, which to me is very impressive, because most brands, they wait for that year, 13 months, done, it's out, they start bottling it. Now, it has a very pleasant smell as well. The aroma on the Anejo is amazing. You feel that vanilla, you feel that caramel, and it also gives off a little bit of like a cocoa chocolate type of a scent to it as well. Now, on the taste, you'll for sure feel the agave. You'll feel some oak from the wooden barrels. It's been in there for 2.5 years. And you'll feel some caramel, maybe vanilla. Like it has like this hint of something sweet coming towards the end of your sip. So I really enjoy the classic 1942 Añejo. It just, to me, I really don't understand why these two are priced so close to each other. I mean, 150 and 160, very close. I think the Añejo is much superior than the Reposado, even though the Reposado is an interesting tequila. But again, if it was my choice, same price, I'm obviously going for the Añejo. Now, let's move over to the heavy hitter. This 1942 Ultima Reserva is something extremely special. This particular tequila was the last harvest of Don Julio back in 2006. This extra añejo is aged for 36 months. They have an interesting process of aging too. They mix it between two different types of barrels. It starts in an oak barrel and they finish it in a wine barrel. So very interesting process. Now, this particular tequila is gonna be out and it's gonna be done. So this extra añejo is gonna be around for a very short period of time, and once it's sold, it's not coming back. So again, extremely limited production and extremely expensive. List price, MSRP, is around $400, $399. But you can't find it anywhere for that price. But if you actually search for this tequila, the Ultima Reserva, the cheapest you'll see it anywhere online, is $800, $900, $1,000. So this Ultima is a $1,000 bottle of tequila if you want to buy it today. It's incredible. It's incredible. The taste, extremely smooth. I mean, you get all types of fruity notes. You get apricot, orange, you get honey, you get like a vanilla note. I mean, this is one of the best tequilas I've had, honestly. It's amazing. So do I recommend the Ultima? If you can find it at retail price, absolutely. I mean, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to own this tequila, this particular harvest this is the last harvest Don Julio planted. I mean, there's not gonna be another one. So it's a big deal. It's a pretty big deal. So this wouldn't be a proper video if I don't have at least a sip of tequila. So we're going to take a sip of the Primavera, since it's been a little while since we've had some. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you tried any of these tequilas, what your opinions are. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments, and I'll get back to you ASAP. Cheers.